Hi, we've finally got version 4 of depth and sales out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through some of the features of version 4. Obviously, one of the things you're going to notice first is this window up here. This is the trade window. This is where we enter a lot of the parameters for trading. I've got this T button here. I can set to horizontal and vertical, and I can float this around, put it wherever I want it. We'll come back to that in a minute, but just one word about trading. If you're using most versions of Ninja, you'll have this setting here, AT interface. Now, there are some versions of Ninja, it's called NT Direct, where you don't have this setting. And if you don't have the setting, don't worry about it. But if you do have this AT interface here, then you need to enable that. If you don't enable that, it's not going to be able to accept any trades. Now, if we look at the toolbar, we can see, probably if you notice from version 3, we used to have a central button there. Now, what we've done instead of having a central button, because people like the central button, they like the global button. For all of these buttons here, if you left click, it will perform the button on this depth and sales only. If you right click, it'll perform the button on all. So basically, your center all is now a right click on this button. Clear all is a right click on here. If we go across, we've got this exclamation mark here. That actually clears all your alerts. A lot of people are saying, you know, they have to go through and manually clear all their old alerts out. We still have the toolbar setting here, and the dollar setting is actually to bring up the trading window. Over on here, we've got a lock button, and that actually locks the dome from order entry, so you can't click in the dome by accident to enter an order. In terms of these settings, let's have a look. We've got auto center. For some people, that's going to be disabled, and it's going to be disabled based on whether you've got a license for static dome or not. We've got a scroll wheel sensitivity. So when you're using the scroll wheel, this 5 here, that means it's every click of the scroll wheel, I'm going to go up 5 rows or down 5 rows. And then order quantity step, this is when I'm actually editing quantities, like the quantity up here in this window. If I go up and down in quantity, should it go up and down 1 or 100 or 1000? The way we set colors is slightly different. We've actually got something a bit more intuitive for the colors. Obviously, we've got more columns. We can set more colors. We also let you delete one of the display schemes now. And then we've got shortcut keys. So I can set shortcut keys. For instance, if I want to set the trading window orientation, I can just come in here and I can say, okay, I'm going to set that to Shift S. Okay. Sorry. Shift S. Okay. And now if I Shift S, okay, it will change the trading orientation. So that's basically the changes to the settings. Okay, now in terms of the order window, let's just go through the columns on the order window. This is the account. What we've got here are quantity buttons. Now, if I aren't such a big trader, I might decide I want to just put that as 10. Okay, so I can edit the quantities. The step up and step down, you can see in action here. For me, it's set at 1, so when I go up and down, it goes up and down by 1. Okay. So if I click a button, it'll actually set the quantity in here. So that's your order quantity. Now let's just enter an order. Okay. Now also I can set this order quantity just by clicking in this field here. So this field says +5 means I'm long 5 contracts. So if I click that, I set to 5 again. Over here we've got a radio group which lets me set stop limit, or auto. So these are the order types, obviously. But what does auto do? Now, the way auto works, obviously, if I'm in a position, if I'm in a short position, any buy order I put up here is going to be a stop, and any buy order I put down here to get out is going to be limit order. That's going to be my exit. This is going to be my stop loss. So basically the way auto works, if I put a buy market order above the market, it's a stop order. If I put it below the market, it's a limit order. And if I put it at the market, it's a limit order. So if I put it at the inside bid, it's a limit order. Now the same for the sell side. If I put a sell order in down here, it's going to be a stop order. If I put a sell order in anywhere up here, it's going to be a limit order. And if I put a sell order in at the inside bid, again, that's going to be a limit order. Okay, so basically, you know, you don't, most of the time, for me anyway, I don't need to set the order type, I just use automatic. The buttons here, blue market and red market, now you can change these colors, you can just change the color settings for these like any other color setting. But this is to buy market, this is to sell at market. This is to buy at the ask, so that means I'm buying but at the inside ask price, so that puts the limit buy order at the inside ask price. This is sell the bid, so I would put a limit sell order. Let's just go show you that. Buy in the ask, this is selling the bid, and then this one here is to join the bid or to join the ask. Okay. S to P is something we use if you use multiple exits, which you're unlikely to do, I guess, for stops. What you can do is you want to work your way out of position, is you can click S to P, then click on a price, and it brings all those stop orders down to that price. For the L to P button, same kind of thing. If I've got, let's just put 3 limit orders, and then enable L to P and click a price. All my limit orders will move to that price. So again, if you want to work an exit, if you've got multiple stop and limit orders, just drag them in to that price. ATM strategy, it does support Ninja ATM strategies, but we have a fairly simple interface to it. So the way it works is we only apply the Ninja ATM strategy when you put your first position on. So if you're flat and you have something in the ATM strategy, we'll put it on the order that opens a position. If you've already got a position in play, we won't apply the ATM strategy to any subsequent orders. And that's just down to some restrictions we've got. We're working with NinjaTrader. We don't actually have the ability to do it any other way without kind of messing up the orders. So I can turn off ATM strategies, I can select any ATM strategy. So what you do is you go to your standard Ninja Dome, you create your ATM strategy, and then it'll be available here. So if I put, let's cancel that, quantity 5, put a buy market order in, I can see I've got my stop losses either side. If I do slightly more complicated order, I can do that. Now what will actually happen as well, if I do L to P, I want to work my way out of the trade, I can do that. Okay. Down here at OCO is one cancels other, or order cancels order. If I press that and then I submit 2 orders, okay, then they're linked. If one gets filled, the other gets cancelled, and if I cancel one, it will cancel the other one as well. The flat button, fairly obvious. If I hit flat, it cancels all orders and flattens my position. We've also got the cancel button. If I click cancel, it will just cancel my orders. It won't flatten the position. In terms of order entry, we enter an order. We can use these buttons here to enter an order. We can click on the dome to enter an order. If I want to modify an order, I can just click in the order column. A left click will let me modify the order. I can go up and down. Again, if you're using stocks, you need to set that order quantity multiple to 100 to click up and down by 100 here. So a left click to edit the order, a right click to just cancel the order. Button that.
Block cell.
Okay. Now the other thing we can do, so basically this column is for modifying orders, price column is for moving orders. So I'll just click on an order and drop it somewhere else. Let's click on an order. So really, in terms of order management features, that's about it. Not much more to describe. We didn't go over timing force, obviously Dave, GTC, I think you all know about that. What you will see along here is you'll see this pink color here, which is the sim color. You can actually reset that, but what we've done is, because in the beta testing I did this, a few people did this, we logged on. We thought we were connected to our live account. We didn't connect to our live account yet. We start trading, and you're in a trade, you're doing well, you look up and you're in sim. So the reason we have this color is basically so it alerts you that when you're in sim and when you're not, so you don't go and start trading on sim by accident. We've got some new alerts as well. We've got some new alerts in the reconstructed tape. So we've got the ability in version 3 to highlight a block trade. We've also got an alert now for block trade. So you get an audio block buy, block sell. You may have heard it earlier on as I was talking. And that just gives me an audio when there is a block buy or sell. And it also puts a little square on the chart if you want that. Other things, we've made it a lot more stable. We had some stability problems where if you had depth and sales on a chart and you change the instrument or you change the time frame, it could cause a chart to go blank. We didn't really have good support for the scroll wheel before, or page up and page down. We've got better scheme handling now, so the display schemes work better, and all of your display schemes from version 3 will work in version 4. So when you move from version 3 to 4, all of your display schemes will stay. We will actually make some presumptions about which colors to set when we've got the new colors, and we'll pick those up from your existing display scheme. What we've also got is you can see some prints disappearing from this time and sales. We've also got a display duration for time and sales. So this is overnight right now, so it's probably 9 p.m. Eastern. So there's not many trades going on now, but what we do is, the concept is that, let's say you're looking at just large trades over 100. You might set this display duration to 3 minutes, and then whenever you look at time and sales, you're only seeing the large trades from the past 3 minutes. So basically, as time goes, the old trades will disappear. This is an optional feature, you don't need to use it, but if you do use a recon tape for large trades, it is actually a really useful feature. So that's it basically. Those are the new features in depth and sales. Have a play, get upgraded. There's no danger in upgrading to
block
this.
sell.
There's no everything's going to work. One thing we did do is we gave the indicators a different name now. So if you upgrade this, it will sit alongside your existing version 3. So your existing version 3 has indicator names JT_V3. When you upgrade, you're going to get a whole bunch of new indicators which are named JT_V4. So you've got to make sure that your workspaces, you actually replace the old indicator names with the new ones. Now, why do we do this? Because I know that's going to be a pain for some people. And quite simply, we did it because we wanted to allow you to run the two side by side. If you're relying on these tools for trading, as most of you are, you might want to do some due diligence, make sure they still work for you, show the same output, so you're looking at the same thing. So that's why we did that. So I apologize for people who find it a bit of a pain to move, take the indicators off and put them on, but there is a good reason for it. Anyway, thank you for all your continued support, and please email if you have any problems, or use the help feature on the members.jigsawtrading.com site. Okay, thanks very much.